Hi everyone, and welcome to this video where I'm going to be talking to you about another Star Trek CCG expansion set. This was the third set ever to be released for the game. It comes straight after Alternate Universe, and it's Q-Continuum. This set was released in October 1996, so there was about a 10-month gap between Alternate Universe and this set. I don't remember it being that long back in the day, but it probably was. Mind you, I was doing my GCSEs at the time this was out, so time was going quite fast for me. I remember when this set came out, I was very excited, again like I was with every set, because it was new cards. I played this game all the time with my friends and my brother, so any new cards to the pool of cards were very welcome. It concentrates, as the name suggests, on the Q character and the episodes that he appears in on Star Trek Next Generation. And there's other stuff thrown in there as well. It's not just about Q, but the majority is. So that's the box for it. It's very similar to Alternate Universe in the style. It's got the same as Alternate Universe, 36 packs, 15 cards per pack. In this set there were 121 cards. There weren't any ultra rares in this set like Alternate Universe, but there was another anomaly like the Ophidian Cane in Alternate Universe. This had Data's body, which was inserted as an uncommon card, but it was actually rare, so there'd be packs with 2 rare cards in, which again was really exciting if you got that pack. There were also a couple of cards that were more common than others. I think the Q Flash card was one of those, a common Q Flash, because you needed Q Flashes. They were quite important to like the Q side deck aspect to this set. And also I think the rare card Mortal Q was, I think it was 4/3 as common. Now I can't remember if that was more common or less common, but I think that's more common because the Q Flash has the same rarity scale. So I didn't find opening boxes that I got Mortal Q any more than I did any other rare card, which was a bit strange, but we shall see if we get one in this box. So again, like the Alternate Universe box opening I've done on my channel, I will pick out some of my favourite cards as I open the packs, and some other notable points of the set that I enjoyed back in the day. So I'll get on and open the packs for you now. So this is the box. I'll quickly open it up, get the plastic off for you. And I'll quickly show you the actual box art because it's quite cool. It's got Q on the front, Q-Continuum, 15 cards pack, Star Trek The Next Generation customizable card game. I have a feeling this was the last set that had this sort of branding on it, because I think the next expansion set was the First Contact set, and I think they just renamed it Star Trek customizable card game at that point. Not 100% sure, but I think that's what happened. This was the last set though to have the blue packs, which I'll show you in a second. It's the copyright stuff, and again this was limited edition. So in this one you actually get a rules supplement, which is something you didn't get in the Alternate Universe. The Alternate Universe rules supplement, there was one in the case. I think the card shop I used to buy my singles from photocopied it and gave it out free, but I think that's how I got hold of it. But this was in every box. Again, I think I probably bought a photocopy of it back in the day because I didn't buy a box, because when I was 16 I think when this came out I couldn't afford a box. So it's got basically rules for the new cards, which is very long, and a card list of all the cards as well. And how to visit the Decipher website, Decipher.com. Obviously internet was very early back in the day. I wasn't on the internet when this came out. That was another year or so I think before I got on the internet. So that's how it was displayed in the shops. This is the old style blue packs. This was the last set to have this style of pack. They moved to a pictorial pack design, which was a lot better, although I do kind of like the classic look. It just got a bit samey. They're exactly the same, it just had different icon and obviously the set name down the side. On the back, again it's foiled, so it's quite hard to see. So I'll open these up for you. So again, like alternate universe, the uncommons are at the front. So you get 3 uncommons and then the rare cards. So we get Barber Pole, which is really weird. I can't quite remember how you use this. There must have been something in a future set. It just plays on table. And Mott the Barber from the Premier set had barbering as a skill, which I can't even remember. I think it was used. There was something in the future, I think, that used barbering and a barber pole, but I can't remember what it was. Transfiguration. Wesley gets the point. This is an example of a cue card. So you had a little deck that you put all these cue cards in. I can't quite remember all the mechanics. There was a common card called Q's Tent, which I will show you one when I get to it, that allows you to play the cue cards. Basically, this card kills Wesley Crusher, and you get a point. I mean, again, like the alternate universe set, there were cards in it that were a bit obsolete. I mean, not everyone plays Wesley Crusher. So yeah, that's the last uncommon card. The first rare card we get in this box is Paul Mannheim. So we get the common cards, which I'll quickly flick through. Again, lots of cue cards, as you can see. There's a dilemma, and more cue. Again, like alternate universe, you did get double commons in, which was a little bit frustrating. That's one of my favourite cards. Parallax Arguers. Decipher in their games like putting quirky cards in, like this one, and like in Star Wars CCG as well. Basically, this card reads, if that was cool, score 5 points. So basically, the rule supplement says that if you just did something, you play this card, if you thought it was cool. Obviously, your opponent may argue about it because your opponent probably doesn't want you scoring 5 points for nothing. So again, if you had multiple copies of this in your hand, you could play another one. If you just argued, play an event card. So if your opponent argues with you and you've got several of these in your hand, which is, again, it's very circumstantial, but yeah, very quirky card that. I do like it. And there we go, so that's all the common cards. So we get Sonia Gomez. Where's Guinan? Another cue card that mentions Guinan or Madam Guinan. Now, Madam Guinan is in this set, but Guinan as a character card hadn't been released yet, and Decipher did this a lot in their sets. They had cards that mention future cards that are going to come out in future sets, which was really exciting to read because you knew cards that were coming up. So like when you read Guinan was coming out, that was really cool. In like every set you'd be like, oh my god, there's Guinan in this set. Then we get Mordock. Rare card is Doppelganger. And then we get more commons. So for the first few packs I will show you the common cards, but when they start to get repetitive, I will stop showing the common cards because it'll waste time. So this is a quirky card. Amanda's Parents. There was a printing error. There are 2 versions of this in this set, and hopefully we'll find another one later. So I'll put that to one side and I'll show you the comparison later on. Parallax Arguers again. There we go, that's the commons in that one. So Marista Yale, she was cool. She could seed as a large dilemma, so you could put her under a mission, and if you completed the mission, she joins your away team as a personnel card, which is really quirky and fun. Kinera, penalty box. The rare card is Tarmin. Then we get the commons. This is the Q's Tent, which is the doorway which you use to use the cue cards. So like the alternate universe doorway, you needed a couple of these at least to start using the cue cards. So you used one of these on top of your cue cards, and then you had one in well, however many you wanted in your deck to access them throughout the game, which was a really cool idea. And Doornet, You Will in Time, and Planet, Lemonade, Off Switch, and Colony. Okay, this one we get another Barber Pole, Kinnear again, and Marissa Yale again. The rare card is Zon. Then we get commons. I'll quickly go through those. There's some new ones still, more Q cards. There's a Q flash. So I got a bit confused when I was explaining the Q to 10. Basically this was 13 different cards, but it didn't have to be Q cards, they could be any cards. So you could put like really important cards in this so you could access them with another Q's tent later in the game. This card, the Q Flash, is the actual one that you could put on a Q side deck with all the Q cards in to access the Q cards. So you could play it or you could seed it under a mission like a dilemma. So when your away team encounters it, you like have to experience Q cards, like dilemmas to overcome and stuff. So there's still plenty of new common cards that we're looking at, so I won't stop showing them to you just yet. So we get the Roman ship to POW, John Doe, and Ves Alcar. Rare card is a dilemma Bendai Syndrome. And then we get the commons, starting to see some duplicates now. I don't think we've had that one before, that was quite a good one. So we get Maruk, Issue is Patriotism, and Janice Mannheim. And the rare card is a mission, Plague Planet. So this was a really cool card. It made your ships faster and more shields, which was really cool for a common card. And it was cumulative, so you can have several of these to make your ships really fast. So we're still getting some new commons actually. So in this pack we get Heisenberg Compensators, K-Lest, Q's Vicious Animal Things. The rare card is Mr. Hom. And then commons. Yeah, there's an Amanda's Parents, but it's still the same type. So again, we'll have a quick look for one of the printing error ones later. So in this pack we get Discommendation, Maruk again, and Sonia Gomez. It's the mission as a rare card, Tarchan and Study. That's a cool, I don't know if we've had that one yet, but I like that image, it's really cool. So we get another Barber Pole, the most useless card ever. Frigid and Tashanik. The rare card is Ira Graves. And then we get the commons. Amanda's Parents, there we go. That's a different version. So I'll quickly show you this because it's quite quirk to this set. So Amanda's Parents, it's the same card, it has basically the same gameplay, but the text on it is slightly reworded on one version. So on one of the cards, maybe on a sheet, they'd obviously forgot to alter the text and it's come up with this anomaly, so the print run had two different versions. So that's a little quirk of that card. So we get Transfiguration, Telak, Frigid, and we get a mission of Investigate Legend. And the commons. So we get Ves Alcar, Guilty Provisionally, and Kit Trick. The rare card is an artifact, it's the Kanar, or Kanar, I'm not sure how you say that. And the commons. So in this pack we get His Honour the High Sheriff of Nottingham, Mordock, and Q's Planet, which was a quirky little mission card you could use. And the rare card Dragnet, again a really useless rare card. It mentions a card from the Premier set, which is a common card which hardly anyone would ever play, so that was pretty useless as a rare card. So we get Rhaegar, Penalty Box, and Timicin. The rare card is Ira Graves again. It's our first duplicate in this box. I don't remember seeing that one, I don't think we've had that yet. There's a common. Maybe we have, I don't know. I just mentioned this card because it is slightly different. It counts as half a card, so two of these you could have in your deck to make up one card. I like the image from this because it's from the title music, so I really liked that card when it came out. So yes, so we get this card. This is Samuel Clemens. This is probably one of my favourite cards in this set. There's another uncommon personnel that we haven't come across yet. That's one of my favourites as well, but this is Samuel Clemens, which is the character of Mark Twain from Time's Arrow, and it's one of my favourite episodes and one of my favourite characters from that episode. So I was over the moon when I got a pack. It might have even been my first pack of Q-Continuum. I think it was quite early on I got this card, and I saw this card because back in the day we didn't know, there was no spoilers, there was no internet, we didn't know what was in these sets, so all these cards we were opening and they were all brand new. We had no idea what was coming in the sets. So like I said earlier, like having cards mentioned on cards that were coming out in the future was really cool, because it was like it was like the spoiler of the day. Back in the 90s there was no internet, so we had to get our spoilers from other sources. So this is Samuel Clemens, and you can play him with the Davidian Door and get some points from the Alternate Universe card, or Davidian Door. Cyril, and High Sheriff of Nottingham, and one of my favourite rare cards in the set is Keiko. I love the character of Keiko, so I was really happy that she got a card in Q-Continuum. And there are the common cards. So quite a nice pack with two of my favourite characters in. So my battery died, so I've had to charge it, so I've come back and open the next pack. Oh, we get the rare card that's in the uncommon slot, which is Data's Body. The other uncommons are Sonia Gomez and Sakath. The rare card is Zalconian Storage Capsule. And then we get the commons. So I'm going to stop showing you the common cards now because I think we've seen them all. So we get Timicin, T'Pau, and Klingon Painstick. The rare card is Bendai Syndrome again. The uncommon is Cyril, Janice Mannheim, Discommendation. The rare card is Mortal Q. So we get Royal Casino Craps, Wrong Door, Rhaegar. The rare card is the IKC Makta. So in this pack, the uncommon, you get another Samuel Clemens, Q's Vicious Animal Things, Sonia Gomez again, and the rare card's I Am Not a Merry Man. Again, Sonia Gomez. Where's Guinan? Q's Planet. The rare card is the Terraforming Station. So this pack we get Sakath, Android Nightmares, and Karine Brianan. The rare card's Catherine Pulaski, who's the Chief Medical Officer in Season 2, replacing Dr. Crusher until Dr. Crusher came back in Season 3. We get Royal Casino Craps, Tashanik, Wrong Door. The rare card is again I'm Not a Merry Man, getting a few duplicates now. Got Frigid, Kovathol, Kinera. The rare card is Brainwash. So uncommons we get Immortal again, Kittrick, Heisenberg Compensators. The rare card is Klingon Civil War. So we get Kalest, Immortal again, Where's Guinan, and System-wide Cascade Failure. So we get Janice Mannheim, Discommendation, Heisenberg Compensates. The rare cards are Mission, Samaritan Snare. Q's Planet, Mirasta Yale, Transfiguration, and the rare card's Nick Lucano. He's quite a cool card. This was one of the new things, this restriction box, so this personnel does not work with the Federation affiliation. So that's a kind of a new little quirk to some of the cards, which is cool. So we've got Kovathol, IKC Tong, Kinera. The rare card is Mortal Q. So, I mean, as I was saying earlier, Mortal Q was supposed to be one of the more common rare cards, and I've got 2 in this box, so that kind of holds up to the theory. Yay, Robin Leffler, she's one of my favourite characters. Cleon Painstick, Best Owl card. The rare cards are Doorway, Mannheim's Dimensional Door. Doorway cards are really cool because of the huge pictures. We've got Guilty Provisionally, Heisenberg Compensators, Kalest, and the rare cards the USS Stargazer. Telak, Transfiguration, IKC Tong, rare cards Madrid. So he's an example of the Cardassian, this was before the Cardassian affiliation happened. So he's been lumped in with the non-aligned people. So we get Q's Planet, Cyril, the issue is Patriotism, and Nick Lucano again, just got him. So we get Wrong Door, Android Nightmares, Timitin, the rare card's an artifact, the Mona Lisa, which is cool. So we get Android Nightmares, Guilty Provisionally, Robin Leffler, and Samaritan Snare again. So we get Wesley Gets the Point, Karine Brianan, Frigid, and Juliana Tainer. Last pack. We get Marasta Yale, T'Pau, John Doe. The rare card is the Terex. Subsection Q, paragraph 10, Plasmodine Relay, Jealous Amanda, Naked Truth, Q's Tent, Security Precautions, You Will in Time, Tijuana Grass, Lemonade, Are These Truly Your Friends, Brother, and Colony. So that's my box. Not the best box. We didn't get a Madame Guinan, who I was hoping we might get. She's one of the more popular cards in this set, but we didn't get her in this box, unfortunately. We've got quite a few duplicates as well, which is a bit sad. But never mind. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, everyone. Please subscribe to my channel to see my future videos, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.